making one of our favorite lunches, and I love for lunch making something really simple like a sheet pan meal. So we're gonna be making pizza meatloaves with a side of green beans. Now, you may not really enjoy the side of green beans, but you do like these pizza meatloaves. You can do it with ground turkey or ground beef. So we're gonna be using ground turkey, which you do like. And we're gonna be adding basically all of the delicious, wonderful pizza toppings right into the meatloaf. And I'm gonna start with a bell pepper. You can use any color bell pepper you'd like. And Sean, I have some pepperoni there in front of you. And you can just cut those into small little dices. So I'd say into 6 little pieces. You can do a stack if you'd like, if that's easier. And I'm gonna just use about half of this bell pepper. So it's just really anything that you'd like in pizza. You could even do black olives or onions or mushrooms. What would you put in your pizza meatloaves?
I'm pretty basic. I think
I know what you would like.
Pepperoni is perfect for me. Do you want me to put this back in the bowl or just leave it out?
Yep, you can just leave it out and we'll add it to the meatloaf mixture. So Sean and I used to enjoy every single lunch together, didn't we?
It's true.
That was one of our favorite things, is the fact that we had all day together, because he worked from home, I worked from home, and we got to spend a lot of time together. Now, some couples may be thinking, that sounds torturous. But after 10 years, we learned how to do it really well. And so we got used to that. Yeah. And now, tell them what you're up to these days.
Yeah, so within the last year, I started a new company. It's a golf company, and it does require me to work outside the home, which was really tough actually still is tough, honestly. And I do miss my family almost every day. I text her all the time. I miss her and miss Maddie. And but yeah, it is different. I don't get to enjoy lunches at home anymore, and usually we're both rushing out the door early in the morning. So.
Yeah, now that Maddie is in school, we're taking her to school. We're going this way and that. Yeah. And so it's been a change of pace for sure. Yeah. But it's been good in a lot of ways too. Yeah. Because we enjoy our dinners that much more together. Yeah. I think when you're, used to something all the time, you kind of somewhat take it for granted. And now we really cherish the time that we get to sit down together. So that's the good thing. So yeah. I just did half the bell pepper in the meatloaf mixture. Then I'm gonna add 1 egg, a 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 cup of pizza sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And Sean, when you're done with these pepperonis, those look good, you can just add it right to the meatloaf mixture. Okay. And I like doing sheet pan meals because it's everything on one pan, the whole meal. You could also do fries, sweet potato fries, if you wanted to add that to the pan. And that would be something that Sean and Maddie would enjoy. A lot of times I'll think about how I can make a meal that everyone will enjoy, but if not, then I'll do separate sides because I like the green beans. Sean and Maddie are not huge fans. But.
I've had a traumatic experience with green beans, so.
So I have everything added to the bowl. We're just gonna kind of stir this together just a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the rest with my hands. Okay, so these look pretty good, and you can shape them up however you'd like. And if you had more members in your family that you'd like to serve, you can just make smaller meatloaves, of course. And Sean, I'll have you just add the green beans around the meatloaves, just anywhere in the pan. Okay. There's no really rhyme or reason, wherever you can fit them. We just trim the ends off.
Is this the Easter dish?
No, it's not.
No. It looks like we're hiding Easter eggs in the grass.
Nothing to do with Easter.
This looks like grass, and you have Easter eggs. I mean, look at it.
Okay. All right, so the only thing that you want to pay attention to when you're doing the green beans is try not to overlap them too much, and that way they won't get soggy or just cooked unevenly. So if you can have a more single file, that's perfect. So we have some cooking spray. You could just drizzle some oil on top too. I like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. And just spraying them gives it a little bit to work with when you're cooking the green beans. So 1/4 teaspoon of salt on there.
The whole thing, or
just on the green beans?
Just on the green beans. Oh boy, this is not.
Hey, you can do just enough to cover the green beans. So you could do up to 1/2 teaspoon.
Someone might get some really salty ones.
And then I'll add some garlic powder. so a half teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we have some Parmesan cheese. So you can see how easy this is because it's really a complete meal all in one, and everything has its own flavors and seasonings that goes good with pizza. Then I'm gonna add, just on top of the meatloaves, some extra pizza sauce. We can add some Parmesan cheese on top of these too. Okay, that's all.
All of it.
We probably shouldn't have given you the whole amount of Parmesan cheese. So you can see that these green beans are gonna be really flavorful because they have garlic powder, salt, and Parmesan cheese. And honestly, that's the best way, I think, to eat green beans.
You can't have too much Parmesan cheese.
You know, I like my vegetables on sheet pans with lots of Parmesan cheese.
Definitely.
It's the best way to eat them. So we're gonna put this in the oven, 425 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until the meatloaves are cooked through. And then we get to enjoy lunch together.
That sounds great.